There's no doubt a lot of investors are using direct mail all wrong, and it's no wonder they're feeling frustrated, like it's expensive and ineffective. But in fact, direct mail can actually be one of the most successful forms of marketing. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to use batch leads in order to create effective direct mail campaigns that will allow you to scale your business and land more deals. Welcome to Batch TV. My name is Michelle, and in these videos, I'm going to be giving you insider tips and tricks to not only bring you value, but to help take your real estate business to that next level. So let's get started. All right, so I'm going to be taking you through Batch Leads, which is our all-in-one platform where you can import lists, skip trace, comp, list stack, text, and also direct mail, which is what we're going to be focusing on today. Now, the main thing to remember with direct mail is you want to treat this as something that you're sprinkling over your main forms of marketing. So if you're cold calling, okay, this is something just to sprinkle over on top. The number one mistake that we see with direct mail is that people just blast these insane campaigns to just very generic lists. And it's no wonder they feel frustrated because they're not getting any feedback because everybody else is contacting that list too. So you want to look for more niche lists that have at least 2 or 3 pain points, okay? And we're going to achieve that really quickly through list stacking. So I'm going to show you how to do that first. So list stacking, we are going to go to our properties section here, and this is where I've imported and organized all of my lists. When you are importing your lists, make sure you're pulling a variety of lists, okay? So you don't want to just keep pulling the same thing over and over. So if you're working in one market, make sure you're pulling high equity, tax default, pre-foreclosure, absentee owners, vacants, all these different types of lists and organizing them in here. So I'll show you how I've organized them. So I just went up to filter here, clicked inside of my lists, and you can see here I have code violations, driving for dollars, pre-foreclosure, high equity, tax default, and a ton of other categories, okay? So what this is doing is it's giving me a lot of different pain points to combine and stack together, so that way I can find properties that appear in multiple categories. And if they appear in multiple categories, that means they have multiple pain points. So what we are going to do is just slide this bar, and I'm telling the system, hey, I want to see properties that appear in 4 or more of my different categories of lists. And then I'm going to apply the filter. I'm going to scroll down, and I just received 1,059 properties that appear in 4 or more categories, which means they have 4 or more pain points. And this here is a great list for direct mail. So let's get started. We are going to just select all, actions, add to campaign, and then I'm going to click direct mail campaign. Now you want to make sure that you have set up your direct mail settings on the front end where you put your personal signature in there. I'll show you the different postcards we have too, but it's all very automated in here. Everything's set up for you, so that way you can just make it really streamlined and easy. You're just going to name your campaign. So I'm going to do test. Click next. And then here, this is another point that I want to make is follow up. So the number one thing besides creating a niche list is follow up. That's really, really important because a lot of people just give up too fast, but direct mail is something that you need to create a lot of momentum with. So it really does take 3 to 4 months to really build that momentum. So you want to make sure that you touch a list around 4 to 6 times because they're going to start seeing that you are actually serious about buying those properties. So again, follow up, stay consistent, and then also automating things. And we do have that feature in Batch Leads for you, so that way you can set up those follow-up campaigns once and not have to think about it. It'll just automatically send out those follow-up postcards or letters. So here we're going to click if we want, like what we want. So I can do either, we have postcards and letters here, and you can edit these in the settings. You can edit the color, you can edit the text, all of that. So You're just gonna pick which one you want. I'm gonna use just one of these guys just for demo purposes, okay? And then here, this is gonna go out day 1, and then I can set up a follow-up campaign here. So if I want my next postcard or letter to go out maybe 2 weeks later, I'm just gonna click here, and I'm gonna pick day 14, so it'll go out, you know, or maybe I'll do day 7, a week later. And here I can literally set up those 5 or 6 different touches. So I'm just creating follow-up campaigns. And then we'll do day 30. So I'm basically sending these out every week. So this list is gonna get something from me every single week. All right, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, I've got 5 different touches here. I'm just gonna click next. I'm gonna review the order, and then I'm going to create this campaign. And then it's gonna start sending those out for me on a timed basis. And all I need to do now is just wait for my phone to ring. All right, so just some closing thoughts here to leave you with. Number 1, make sure you're niching down your lists and you're sending direct mail to motivated sellers and not generic lists like absentee owners, okay? Number 2 is make sure you stay consistent and give it time, because this is gonna take a little bit to gain that momentum, and we do have that feature to automate, so you can just set it up and forget about it and just wait for those calls to come in. Now make sure to like and subscribe to Batch TV, this channel, turn on those notifications, so that way we can bring you more value in the future.